Ooh, 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 ooh,
Ooh,
ooh, ooh. Welcome into the PHNX
the
Bets Daily
boys
Show
are at
brought to you.
home today.
The Cowboys are actually on the road tonight. Welcome into the PHNX Daily Bet Show brought to you by the one and only
These
DraftKings
boys,
Sportsbook
these
app.
boys.
America's top-rated sportsbook app. Bet just $1 on any NFL game this week. Get $100 in free bets if either team scores a point tonight. PHNX sees the promo code, and tonight there's a really strange quarterback game going on. Taysom Hill's supposed to get the start. Johnny, do you like that? Are you excited to not see Trevor Siemian on primetime?
Taysom Hill, aka T Daddy, who gets those dollars on the regular for doing literally jack shit, literally nothing. The man just has an infinite supply of cash at his disposal by the city of New Orleans, by Sean Payton, by Mickey Loomis, for producing zero results. I am looking forward to watching a better version of Tim Tebow operate tonight against a Dallas team that I think is beating up on a lot of bad teams. I expect that to continue tonight. I think my picks support that.
Yeah, well, let's go into our parlays from yesterday, if we have those. Johnny, your Celtics fraudulent effort didn't cover. You got lucky there for a bit. The I was so close to hitting my. I don't know if you saw the under. Oh, this is yours. Johnny, why don't you explain your guys a little bit?
I was like, are you also me today on the show during my sloppy poppy parlay here? Listen, things didn't go great. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I like the Celtics more than most this year. I liked them to cover yesterday. It didn't work out. What do
You
you
hit
want me to say?
Rockets. There you go.
I did. I hit Rockets. And here's the thing. I can only give out so many. Like I can't be 100%. And I feel like Shane has this expectation that I need to come on this program every day and just dish out 100%
so
winners.
far from true.
And the Nuggets, they let me down yesterday.
Ooh, my name's Johnny. When I get back to up against the wall, I just bag on Shane. Ooh, I'm Johnny. I wear a beanie.
I first of all, if you haven't seen it, just posted a dirty boy thirst trap onto my Twitter.
You look like a malnourished turtle from Entourage.
Do you mess with the turtle checks though? Is the real question.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
That's part of the thirst trap. That's part of the joke. Forget it. All right, go to your picks. Get that off the screen.
All right, mine yesterday, same result as Johnny, 1 for 3 on the parlay, but the Sixers money line, that game was 87-88. The Sixers had it and they blew it. The Hawks game did end up going in my favor. They won 114-111. I don't know if you saw the Minnesota-Washington game, but that should have gone under, and they flew past it in the last couple minutes of that game. So that was disgusting, but it didn't matter anyway. It's a parlay for a reason. Throw a couple bucks at it. Don't expect it to hit every night. Yeah. I just I like looking at you with your beanie on, Johnny. You look like a...
No, I feel like I need to put more clothes on now.
You look like a little boy.
Can we talk about Thursday Night Football, please?
Can we?
Yeah, I want to. That's why I attended this show today to take part in the Thursday Night Football discussion.
Well, one of the glaring, I mean, obviously there's so many uncertainties with this game. One of the glaring things is the coaching absence for that was my phone. The coaching absence for the Dallas Cowboys. No Mike McCarthy. Dan Quinn's supposed to be in at head coach. 6 coaches on the COVID list. As we've seen earlier in this year, it doesn't really affect it that much. The Bears and the Cardinals were able to get the job done without their head coaches. One being an incompetent one in Matt Nagy. The other one being a stud offensive mind who's kind of hot.
Some would call him my doppelganger. My Paradise Valley to Maricopa, Arizona doppelganger.
Please recreate the War Room picture.
Yeah, we do look a lot alike. That's coming this draft season.
And then the Saints have a lot of injuries they've been dealing with. I mean, the Cowboys do as well. Cowboys might have Amari Cooper available. I've heard they might be using him as a decoy, so I almost took the under in his receiving yards, but he might not even play. So stayed away from that. As I said earlier, Taysom Hill is expected to start over Trevor Siemian tonight.
It's true.
No Alvin Kamara, but Mark Ingram is going to get the load of the work tonight.
The bulk of the load? Is that what you're trying to say?
Is that what it is?
That's the terminology, yes.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah, I know more about football than you.
That's not
The
football.
bulk of the load. It's the bulk of the load. Drop in loads here on PHNX. Loads of good content, wholesome content for everyone. Leah, if you would, put my picks up on the screen for tonight. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Jerry Jones bets Cowboys are going to cover. They're going to play a dirty Saints team on the road that's going to have trouble scoring points. I think they're going to get back a couple of their skilled players, including CeeDee Lamb, and he's going to help out a Dallas team that had trouble converting points this time last week. I do like the under at 47 points. The Saints have probably one of the worst skilled position groups, especially when you remove Alvin Kamara. This was a once very prominent skilled group with like Michael Thomas, and now it's a shell of itself. If Dallas can stop the run and make Taysom Hill convert third and longs by throwing the football, that's going to recipe for disaster for a Dallas defense that already likes to take the ball away. So I think Dallas covers by double digits, take them outright, parlay it with a little bit of under action, and you'll be in good shape.
Yeah, I like the under. The under's actually moved to 46 now. It
Yeah.
might even go down. If you're taking the under, I would probably buy points up to 47.5 because 47 is that key number that people look
Okay.
at. So I was going back and forth on this, Johnny. I texted you this morning. I didn't know which way to go.
You came to the pro for advice,
No,
as you usually do.
Literally didn't ask you
You
for
were
help.
like,
I was
"Please
just
tell me what to do. I don't know how to do anything."
I'm pulling up our Slack messages. I'm pulling up our Slack
No,
messages. Yeah.
No.
You can't come at me like this and say I'm asking you for help. I can't
What are your
decide
picks, Shane?
No, listen. I said I can't decide what to do with the spread, and then I complimented one of your props for later, and then I said Dan Quinn, head coach, with a sad face, and you said gross. There is no me asking for help there.
And then I said, "What can I do for you? Would you like to talk on the phone for me to give you?" That's private. That's private stuff.
Okay. So I ended up going with the Saints +6 tonight. I'm probably going to buy points up to 7.5. The thing that scares me is Teron Armstead and Ramczyk are out. Two of their best tackles, two of some of the best tackles in the NFL right now. So Mark Ingram's probably not going to do much, but they're going to need to run. The thing with this game is if the Cowboys get out to a hot start, it's going to be really hard for the Saints to get back into the game because all they're going to do is run the damn ball. I feel like I don't think there's going to be a lot of success in the passing game as the Cowboys are like fourth in passing DVOA. So this game scares me a little bit. I like the under. That's the only thing I feel confident about. I'm going to buy points. I'm going to buy an extra half point. All right, I already did buy an extra half point. It was at 47. Now it's at 46. So yeah, those are my picks. And they're at home. That just gives me a little bit more confidence. Thursday night football games are weird. So we will see what happens in this game. If you want to bet on this or the props that we have coming up, download that DraftKings Sportsbook app. See that promo code right there? Promo code PHNX. Download it. Sign up today. Input that code. Bet just $1 on this game or any other. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Bet just $1 on this game or any NFL game this week. You get $100 in free bets if either team scores a single point. I think they'll score points in this game, Johnny. I expect that Cowboys offense to do so. And they have all these props available if you don't want to bet on the spread, like first touchdown scorers that you can hit big on, as we saw on the show last week and the last couple of weeks, as Johnny hit a couple of them as well. I have another juicy one coming up. So if you want, only two. If you want to get in on the action, download it today. But use that promo code PHNX, bet just $1 on any NFL team this week to score a point in their game. And if either team does, you get $100 in free bets this week at the DraftKings Sportsbook app. That's 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. Johnny Venerable, we both had quarterback first touchdown props. You want to throw yours up on the board right now?
Yeah, let's go to the Daddy Taysom Hill first TD. I don't love that, but I love the spread plus 900 more so than like Mark Ingram, because if the Saints get in the red zone, Taysom Hill, in the hopes of more guaranteed money from that Saints organization, will steal touchdowns. Taysom Hill is going to score tonight. You might as well score in the first drive for plus 900. Listen, you put $10 on that, you're in really good shape. And then Dak Prescott. I think that the Dallas is going to have success running the football tonight with Zeke and Tony Pollard. And so I would go with the under on that. I could still see Dak tossing a couple tutties, but he has not played well recently. I don't know if it's the weight of being in contention with that big contract. But the Cowboys were off to that fast start, and so was Dak Prescott. And man, they have not looked good in recent weeks. I would not fear them come January. And the Saints defense is fine. A lot of people think it's sneaky good. I think Dallas is going to quit screwing around tonight. They're going to run the football with a head coach in Dan Quinn that used to love to run the football in Atlanta. So I just found it interesting that they opted for Dan Quinn over the Boise boy to be the interim head coach. To me, that's an interesting choice by Jerry
Kellen
Jones.
Moore, there's no COVID going on with him. He's going to be at the game.
He's going to be at the game tonight,
so
by
strange.
all accounts. It is, and it's like there's some rumblings that like if Dallas falters this year, like fire Mike McCarthy and hire Kellen Moore as your head coach. Well, if I'm Kellen Moore and you're like, you're not even making me the interim coach. We know what Dan Quinn is. We saw it for many, many years in Atlanta, especially without Kyle Shanahan. He's a terrible head coach. So it's just a typical Jerry Jones.
And you're still betting on them. Well, this is where you're wrong, Johnny. You don't think the Saints defense is good. They're 5th overall in DVOA, and they're number 1 against rush, they have the number 1 rushing defense in the NFL right now. So I don't think they have that much success running the ball. I think they're actually better off throwing the ball. But that's why. Are you FaceTiming somebody?
I pushed the wrong button on my phone. I'm sorry.
I feel so disrespected.
Somebody from work was messaging me. I thought it was urgent. I apologize.
So I think they're going to have more success passing the ball.
What if I FaceTime somebody while we
I thought that's what was happening. That's why I have this prop tonight. I think they get stuffed at the line a couple times if they have a good drive, and Dak Prescott either sneaks in or tries to find somebody open and rushes. And that's plus 2,800 people. Another juicy nugget. Throw $5 on this, and you'll win. What is that? 140. So it's some solid money it's a solid opportunity to win some money without having to throw a lot of it. And then on the other side of the ball, Taysom Hill can't throw that well, man. And this Cowboys defense is so hard to take chances against because they usually capitalize on them. They're a little risky. So I could see, like Marquez Callaway or maybe even Lil Jordan Humphrey from Texas, the best name in football, sneaking out and catching a long ball that Trayvon Diggs jumps on and misses the route. But other than that, I don't see them producing much offense throwing the ball. So I have us under 214 passing yards. I think that hits with ease. I just don't think there's a lot of offense to be had for the Saints this game.
Yeah, I don't love that just because I have some advanced stats here.
Yeah.
In 3 games in 2020, when he had more than 18 attempts, he eclipsed that passing total in every game. Atlanta,
can you tell me how many
and Philadelphia.
Can you tell me how many receiving yards that Alvin Kamara had in those games?
That's not important. We don't need to do that. Mark Ingram's a fine receiver. He's fine. What's funny about Taysom Hill is like a lot of people think like, oh yeah, he's in his mid-20s. He's like this primo athlete. Dude's 31.
Yeah.
Dude's old as hell. Yep. He's been in the league for a long time. He was a former BYU standout. So I feel like if it's going to happen with Taysom Hill, it would have already happened by now. I don't understand. The Saints to me are going to be in a position with a lot of teams where they're just in quarterback purgatory, and all the smoke and mirrors that Sean Payton thinks he's going to have, they're dead and buried. I think they're going to be players, in my opinion, for like a Russell Wilson this offseason.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely going to be looking for a quarterback. I thought they were going to try to go get one in the draft last year, but
whoopsies.
I'm just sad the Jameis thing didn't work out.
They probably make the playoffs with Jameis.
Yeah. Well, guys, we'll be back tomorrow at noon every day, Monday through Friday. There's also other shows on this YouTube channel. If you're following, subscribe, leave a like, comment, tell me I look good. Subscribe and turn notifications on. If you're listening on audio, leave a 5-star review. You don't even have to say anything. Just leave a review for the boys. But yeah, as I said, there's a bunch of other content. Johnny's on the Cardinals show. We did the show was great, but the game was horrendous last night. The ASU basketball game, they lost 51-29. There was a point in the first half where nobody scored a point for 7 minutes. It was terrible. So if you want to hear me yell about stuff like that, head over to the PHNX Sports YouTube channel where you are right now and watch some of the ASU stuff. We'll be live tomorrow around 5. Jaden Daniels is coming back officially. He posted on Twitter today. And we'll have an audio episode for you available. Johnny, when is the next Cardinals show for you guys?
We're off today. Cheerson and I recorded yesterday, and then tomorrow we're going to have a live remote show with myself, Cheerson Susel, and Frank Sanders tomorrow at 5:30. So check out the final preview, PHNX Cardinals live tomorrow ahead of Chicago's game in Chicago, playing the Bears this Sunday, a game I will be in attendance for. So you can expect a lot of fun, wacky content from me over the course of the weekend on all of our many PHNX platforms. So yeah, check that out and more. You can also check out the written form of myself and my many talented peers at gophnx.com. Become a member today.
I have some advanced metrics also, Johnny. Did you know that
You
the
don't.
Arizona Cardinals are undefeated when you travel to Chicago to watch them?
I think they might be winless, but also lossless.
Yeah. What I said wasn't wrong.
It wasn't right though. And
Yeah, it
it's
was.
confusing all of our viewers at home.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. You can follow me at Shane Deef, You can follow Johnny at Johnny Venerable. You can follow PHNX_bets on Twitter for our PHNX Bets Daily Show. You can follow PHNX_Sun Devils on Twitter as well. Follow PHNX Sports across all socials. Leave a like, subscribe, as I said. And we'll see you back here tomorrow at noon, every day, Monday through Friday. Peace.